Well, it's been a very, very interesting week, and got a lot to share with you today. Anybody that's following the Tupac and Biggie investigation will know that this article that I put out called "We Missed a Step," and I'll include a link in the show notes so that you can see it. And this article has had quite a response. And so far I have 4 cases that are interesting in that they are people that flowed through Compton, one person that flowed through Los Angeles. And yesterday I conducted an explosive interview. And I'm not really sure what to do about the interview, but I did send it out to the network and, the family that we've actually put together through this. And so it's in a lot of hands, and what I kind of wanted to talk to all of you about is I wanted to talk to you about the keto diet. I know it's not something that you guys necessarily want to hear about, but it's something that I've come to believe in. I've been doing this keto diet for about 3 months, maybe 3.5 months. I'm down about 30 pounds. I got these great supplements that I'm using. I was with somebody over the holidays that had the flu, 103 fever, coughing and sneezing and all that other stuff, and I didn't get sick, which is not normal for me. So I'm probably in the best health of my life, and I think it's all due to this keto diet. And so anyway, feeling good about that. Those of you that want to check it out, I think you should check it out because it is working. I mean, it's definitely one of those good things. And, I'm feeling like I got a big spring in my step and a lot of good things are happening. Now, this interview that I got yesterday, man, it's just like explosive stuff. And I'm not really sure how or if this is ever going to be released. And, it's just explosive information. I did send it off to an attorney. And so that's going to be in his hands in a day or so, and it's sent off to the family. I want to thank everybody that's in the crowd that's helping with this, getting the word out. There are people in Compton that are putting the word out on the streets and what have you, and there are inmates that are sitting in prison, and they were put there, by corruption. And they're sitting in prison, and they're innocent of the crimes that they were charged with. What other crimes they might be guilty of, I don't know, if any. That's, to me, not the question. The question is, are they guilty of the crime that they were charged with? And I think whenever you have Compton, and obviously there were 6 police helicopters in Compton. Those 6 police helicopters to cover 10 square miles, what was happening with them. And we know what's happening with them. There were drugs that were being loaded on them, and they were using those helicopters to move the drugs. They were using the school warehouse from the school district to actually store the drugs, and they were also moving drugs through the evidence locker. And it's pretty well documented. One of the former corrupt Compton cops reached out and said that shutting down the Compton police was just a budget thing. And, I found that kind of laughable in light of all of the evidence that's out there, including the Compton police corruption report. And so I think this is actually going to make for a really good report. And what we're starting to find is corroborating evidence that leads us to understanding better what happened to Tupac and Biggie. And so we're on the trail. This isn't something that we're working on 100% full time, but I know a lot of you out there are actually contributing to this. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for everything that you've been doing that's leading us to resolution. And if any of you know somebody that's sitting in prison, convicted of a crime that they didn't commit, let's make sure that we get their story into this report and we have a deadline of March the 31st. So we'd like to get all the information in by then. Everything has to happen with a deadline. And so we want to make sure we get together a good report so that we can use this report to get these cases looked into. It's time to look into every single case that these corrupt officers touched, because they all need to be looked at. Now, you know, they may have actually put away some people that deserve to be put away, and there may be some crimes that were committed, but at least they need to be looked into and reviewed, and we need to be satisfied that these corrupt cops did not use their badge and their guns to put away the competition, you know, drug dealers that were competing with them, or, you know, people that they didn't like, or grudges, or whatever, you know, or just somebody that happened to be there that was innocently, you know, kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. We need to look into this. It's the right thing to do. Some of these people have had 10, 20, 30 years of their lives taken from them. And if we can even overturn one conviction and get one wrongfully accused person out of prison, it will all be worth it. And this is the kind of thing Tupac, and Biggie actually, both of them, would have wanted to see happen. None of them wanted to see the innocent people put behind bars or targeted. And so we continue to dig into this stuff, and appreciate all of you, and look forward to continuing. Keep sending me the information. The P.O. box and what have you is in the previous video, and you can also see it in the article that's attached here in the show notes. And what's going to happen with this explosive interview, I really can't say. I have sent it to a few people. I've asked everybody not to release it, not to do anything with it, and you know, I don't control people. I know it has been shared a little bit, and I'm hearing that it's been shared. I can't control that, but it's out there for safety's sake. And like I said, anybody that wants to get on this keto diet, I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend things. If you want to get on keto, maybe you should contact your doctor. But I can just tell you, for me, it's been very, very effective, and I feel like I'm in the best health of my entire life. And it's really definitely working, and I am militant about it. You know, I've been offered a lot of carbs over the holidays and what have you, and I took some breaks from the keto diet, but definitely been very, very strict about it, and the results speak for themselves. I'm feeling much, much better than I felt in many years. And anyway, thank you, and good luck. Have a great day. Peace.